The NFL is finally back, baby. Welcome back to new KUDOS Sports for our just-in-time picks for all the Week 1 games. None of that helmet slide garbage here, though. Just our true thoughts on each game in shotgun style so you can call us crazy and get on with your day. Please tell us your thoughts and picks in the comments section, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can keep seeing you here each week, and let's get this thing going. So we all know what happened in the Thursday night game. It was obvious that the Chiefs missed Kelsey and Jones, and that Kadarius Toney missed, well, just about everything. Great job by the Lions, though. They caught the Chiefs at the right time, and they deserved the win. For the record, we picked KC to win the game. Last year, this would have been a fair fight. This year, the Panthers won't be able to hang with the Dirty Birds. Bijan will make a name for himself in this game, and Atlanta will pull away in the end, which means that Bryce Young will come up a little short. So the Bengals at Browns is a great divisional matchup to start the year. But while Cedar Point does get the nod over Kings Island, the Bengals will blast out of the gate and pounce all over the Browns' hopes in this one. The Browns are improved, but the Bengals get the win. Jags at Colts appears to be a mismatch on paper, and it is a mismatch. Too much change and way too much drama in Indy, and the Jags are on a mission to build on last year's performance. Calvin Ridley reminds us all who he is in this one, and the Jaguars roll. Kirk O'Chains welcomes Baker and the Bucs to town for this Week 1 matchup. With Brady gone and Evans about as happy as a mugging victim, the Vikings should start fast, and we really don't expect this to be a contest much past halftime. But Baker showed some fire at the end of last year, so what do we know? Down to the Bayou we go for the Southern Fried matchup between the Titans and Hoodats. Derek Carr's going to come out with something to prove, and the Saints will light up the Titans, sending King Henry and the gang back to Nashville, wondering how they're suddenly paying second fiddle to the Jags. Hold the mayo. Now that Nick Bosa has his bank account fully funded, the Niners head to Pittsburgh in what should be a fun early cross-conference matchup. The Steelers showed life at the end of last year and in the preseason, but they're no longer facing second and third stringers, and that stellar Niner D will give Pickett fits early and often. Look for a close game through the half with the Niners pulling away late. Now normally I'd be mowing the lawn if this game was my only TV option, but this tilt between Arizona and Washington should have some nice performances, and they'll all be on the Washington side. Looking for Howell, Gibson, and McLaurin to light it up in a big way in a Washington victory. And in our next barn burner, the Texans travel to Baltimore for crab cakes and a beatdown. After the Lamar contract drama, he'll be coming out on fire, and if he doesn't get hurt, he'll run it up against Houston to prove a point and make a statement, though destroying Houston is more of an expectation than a coronation. The Packers head into Soldier Field to take on a Bears team that has lofty expectations and a highly anticipated tilt between Jordan Love and Justin Fields. Many Bears fans look at it as a put-up-or-shut-up year now that Fields has a top-notch receiver. But in the end, Love will be yelling, "I own you now," to an angry throng of Bears fans having deja vu-induced PTSD. Let's ride on over to the Mile High City for this reunion of sorts between Russell Wilson and Jimmy G. Russ hopes to get cooking here in a new Sean Payton scheme, but Max Crosby has other plans as a revved-up Raider D go into Mile High and snatch a division victory on the road. Can you hear the chants for Jared Stidham? Having flashbacks to the Philly special in this matchup, the Eagles soar into Foxborough to try to spoil the Tom Brady ceremony and snatch a victory from a Patriots squad that's somewhat of an enigma this year. We expect the Eagles to prevail here, but don't be shocked if the hoodie channels some Brady magic and pulls off an early season upset. In what we expect to be the shootout of the week, the Dolphins head to SoFi to face a Chargers team that is anxious to get the taste of that playoff collapse out of their mouths right away. Since it appears all the Bolt stars are healthy for this one, we see Herbert outdueling Tua in a high-scoring affair that should make many fantasy owners happy regardless of the winner. The Rams' hopes for a sneaky under-the-radar season took a huge hit with Cooper Kupp being placed on the IR this morning and being shelved for at least 12 weeks with a hamstring injury. There won't be anyone in Seattle feeling sorry for them, though, and we expect Geno and the gang to look like they did most of last year in this game anyway, and send the Rams packing with a big fat L. The self-proclaimed America's team Dallas Cowboys head into the Meadowlands for a Sunday night tilt against the G-Men. There just seems to be a bizarre aura around the Cowboys right now with the bizarre Trey Lance sequence and Dak's tattoo anesthesia for 11 hours trying to look like Max Crosby one lib at a time story. We see the Giants taking this one at home with the usual suspects doing their thing and Darren Waller having a huge role in the victory. And now for the game we've all been waiting for. Discount Double Check makes his JETS debut against the dangerous Buffalo Bills, and it's also at the Meadowlands. These teams split their two matchups last year, with the Jets being vastly improved on offense this year, at least on paper. We see this as the heavyweight slugfest we all hope it is, with the Jets prevailing to keep the honeymoon going with Rodgers and the New York media, at least for another week. Alright, so there you have it, our shotgun picks for week 1 of the NFL season. So did we get it right, or do we need to go back to NFL Fan Q School and learn how to do this right? Let us know in the comments section, as well as who you're picking and why. Also, since you made it to the end, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It'll really help us out, and it'll make sure you're getting all of our fun future content. So enjoy the games, give the opposing fans lots of grief, and come back to see us next time here at No Kudos Sports.